coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't ever say amen. Amen, amen, amen. Yeah. Can't win. Jet. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Gonna. Did it like my persona. Going up. Living up with honest. We was the drug them hardest. Then we pull up in the furnace. Go up. Walk in. Show up, baby, hold up, go up, boy, don't touch, we flow up. I'm laughing to the bank, all new blue Benny Franks, pulled up on him in the tank, yeah, that guy just a rap guy, I'm so mad fly in, he ain't, let me back, tight gave me, until I was going on, I finesse, all them, I hear, get a plan. Let's go that my whoa, low. Got screen on yo-yo. She post up her NCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't ever say amen. Amen. Yeah. That boys and they can't win. Jet. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Gonna. Did it like my persona. Gonna. Living up with honest. We was the drug them hardest. Then we pull up in the furnace. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We flow up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Kentucky. I walk up in demons, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed with the fan up. All them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, pass the Uber in that right. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't ever say amen. Amen. Yeah. That boys and they can't win. Jet. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Gonna. Did it like my persona. Gonna. Living up with honest. We was the drug them hardest. Then we pull up in the phone.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got 2 running backs who are hoping for plenty of running lanes on that field today. It's Todd Gurley's Rams going up against Ezekiel Elliott's Cowboys.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On play action, Prescott. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And the D looking like they may blitz. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. A little more on Todd Gurley, by the way. His 4th 100-yard game in 2017 across the pond this last week. So we keep saying it, but the old Todd Gurley's back.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. This is who they drafted in 2015. This is the Todd Gurley they expect each and every season, plus the ability to catch the ball in the backfield. 4 catches for 48 yards in the game as well. But 4 100-yard rushing games so far.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Pulled in at the 24. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. off you go. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 37. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's Morris. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now a toss play. It's Morris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary... Bye-bye, Beasley. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 91 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A shotgun snap for Gone. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 3rd and long. It's Gone. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They are going for it. Gone. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to go deep for beat. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun. Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin the drive with Morris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And this one caught by Beasley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Prescott off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A gain of 32 that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Play action now. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point try by Bailey. And it is now 21-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Hey, I want to take a glance back to last week real quick. We got a second. That Raiders-Chiefs game, how about that ending? 4 last plays. That was an instant classic.
We can laugh about it. Kansas City is not going to. But when I went back and reviewed all of those plays, I found all the penalties that were called. That was an ending unlike any ending I've ever seen, and especially in a classic rivalry game with Kansas City and Oakland. Boy, what a way to finish for Oakland, a game they absolutely had to have to keep their season going.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And running with power here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st down, Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Sean Lee in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The final shot before break here. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Airing it out deep for Wood. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 72 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 37 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Goff on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think he'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have... And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And tough starting field position here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. 23 yards on the play. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Fresh set of downs here. action. Prescott. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's second down. That incompletion gives me the chance to bring up Joe Thomas, who last week had his consecutive play streak ended. Charles, he was out there for 10,363 consecutive snaps.
He is the NFL's version of Lou Gehrig, Cal Ripken.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. John Johnson with the INT. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now Goff. This is caught. Watkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first and goal, Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They come out here in the eye. Now it's gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sammy Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. It's good, and it's now 35-14. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing. Prescott steps away to his left. Able to fight through one tackle. He lost 6 there on the first down play. They run with Morris. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's to the 10 and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. First and goal from the 5. This is Morris. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alfred Morris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Rams on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Goff now to throw. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Left, Mike 20. Mike 4.
Goff throwing again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right near midfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the 50, it's gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And the back goes into motion. Third and long. It's gone. And this is going to be incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Halfback sent in motion. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Sean Lee bringing And the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now it's Morris. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This one from 35 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole...
Under pressure, they got him again. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On second down, here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
One last throw here for Goff. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just